All right, astrologers have been saying it's a big time for Leo right now. Me being a sun sign Leo, I can kind of say, yeah, it is. So I will be telling you all the wonderful and great things that happened to me today. But first we got to deal with the real. I'm always going to deal with the real. People don't like when you deal with the real, but that's why they a bunch of fake ass phony frauds. But see me, I deal with the real. Um, so first and foremost, let me get this out the way. Now I've been trying to mind my business and not trying to, I done calm down. When I first got there, I was one different dude, but I'm trying to calm down and just let go and let God. But where I work at, they've attacked really the melanated brothers. It was only a few of us have been there. And so what happened? They had this new guy start, not melanated, and he has experience in retail, so he's real good. So they kind of like gave him all these hours, and then reduced. Not only did they reduce the brothers' hours, but they put us on different days so we can't work together. Don't that shit sound crazy? That shit sound like racism. I mean, like slavery and shit. See, this devil is wicked, but you know what I'm saying? Like I got to a point where I'm like, just fuck all this shit. I've been here long enough, and like I said, I just know. That's why I said I don't really. I'm not gonna get into all this silly shit. Just make sure my money coming right when I get paid and all that other bullshit. And they owe me some money. I'm still looking into that. Just haven't had time to get to them because I'm doing all this outside work. A lot of work got to be done at this crib. But I will eventually make that call and try to find out why the fuck it's taking so long for these motherfuckers. But like I said, it's great to be a non-black in this country. I'll say that. So not only do they reduce the dues hours and all that, but then they make sure they put us on the schedule when we ain't together. But they're just a bunch of racists. Like y'all, if y'all be listening to what I be saying, they always be trying to watch us and follow us and questioning every motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm under police investigation. Like it's just racism. You be doing your job, they still run up acting crazy. And like I said, I'm trying to just get above that shit. I'm trying to let it go one ear out the other because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Just every fucking thing is a fucking fight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get on your fucking nerves. So so of course them dude, because one dude he done already went off. The dude I was calling Capo, he done cussed him out. He done did everything, but he already said he can quit. And then the other dude called out yesterday, ain't even come to work. So like I said, I'm gonna be real with you. Like they say, cause the non-melanated people they're gonna try to say, well, you black people this, you black people that. But at the same time, the dude I called Capo, that's why I called him Capo, cause he was just as good as that the white boy that came through. He was just as good. Cause I think the white dude got experience in retail or whatever. Capo was just as good as he was. But it's a racial thing. And they be like, y'all gotta understand, they stay over there all the time talking, all of them. And y'all gotta where we work at, you hear everything because all of us got friend communication equipment. So you hear everything. Like they just be standing around talking. But then if you talk, they try to act like, oh, So that's why I be like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. Shit's stupid. So that's why I be trying. But like I don't even want to go there. Though. But I will say that if you know how many jobs I had where I would go into a situation and fix it and get it all running right. And the moment I got it all running right, they try to fire me or put me somewhere else, and then throw some white boy up on it, and then he would fuck it up, and then they would throw me back on it and try to fire me. But the only time, the reason why they wasn't successful, because I kept all the paperwork, and so I was able to show when I was on the machine, it was working fine, and when he got on, it was fucked up, and then they threw me back on and then tried to fire it. So I was able to prove it. See, once the motherfuckers know that you're a little bit smarter than they think you are, they know if they're gonna fuck with you, they better come with some real shit. And once they know that, they kind of tend to leave. That's why they don't fuck with me as much. But if I didn't know what I knew, they'd be fucking with me too. So that's why I said you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, whatever I say is real. It is what it is. And motherfuckers can believe whatever the fuck they want to. But I don't talk to no stupid ass people. And if a motherfucker lying, then we won't talk. See, I got relatives be trying to call me out, but it's based on lies. So I challenge all of them. Let's sit down and talk about it. But they don't want to talk about it because the truth come out. And then the truth, motherfuckers get exposed, feelings get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now motherfuckers want to fight. But it's okay when y'all calling me out. Like, even though they blacks doing it, they relatives, but y'all still on some white supremacy shit. Because y'all think you could just lie on a motherfucker, say whatever, fuck them niggas' reputation up or whatever, and going about your day. But I'm like, oh, hell no, you ain't doing that shit with me. That's why that was the first thing I let that motherfucker know when I first started. I let that motherfucker know we was not going through that shit again. I'm not going through racism shit. I let that motherfucker know people have accused me and shit, thought they was going to get away with it until it got to a court. And I said I always win. That's just what I told that motherfucker. I always win. Because when I'm coming in that door, I'm coming in with facts. Y'all coming in with bullshit, white supremacy, egos, and all this stupid shit. And you going to get your ass handed to you in the courthouse. When the dude is saying you racially discriminated against me, and he's proving it. And that's why I said that's what all that shit is. And like when it was going down, the dudes was, they was mentioning it to me, but I was trying to say, well, maybe it's not that. But then I got the schedule. Plus this dude just got to he been there for maybe a month or less than a month, and they already gave him Employee of the Month. I mean, he's good, but come on, this other motherfuckers in it deserve it just as good as he do it better. I don't even know if they ever gave Capo Employee of the Month. Capo that's why I call him Capo. That motherfucker was thorough. He real good. But it's always gonna be that way. That's why I said that's why motherfuckers get bitter. But see, me, like I said, I don't learn the secrets of this planet. You know what I'm saying? First off, y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but ain't nobody gonna live forever. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how old you are. Ain't nobody gonna live forever. You could be a black dude. You could be Trayvon. You could be the next Trayvon Martin and shit. You just get up and want to run to a convenience store and some motherfucking racist run up on you, kill you with some crazy ass cop or some racist ass cop or something, and you ain't never coming home. Those are facts. And out here in Jersey, especially like the late 1990s, this motherfucker was like a hunting zone, and the animals was black people. They was running up on niggas, throwing them in vans and shit. No, like for no reason. They just run up on your ass and throw you in the van and shit. And they're gonna try to check you out and just arrest you. But you can't grab me without a reason. Like, that's against the law. They was doing that shit. And they all kind of shit I could tell y'all. If you was black, you was getting fucked with. So I wanted to get that out the way first. And like I said, what you gonna do about it? I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna miss my friends. See, if you wanted to see me laughing and shit, it'd be around them niggas. We was always cracking up. And I ain't got rid of that because, like I said, the devil don't stop. And then, like I said, when they get rid of both of them are almost out the door. It ain't nobody damn like my color. Like, it ain't nobody like there. There's one dude that's there. He older though. But even he went off one day. He like, well, I always got to do it. Why don't y'all call somebody else to do it? So. All right. Now moving on to the next matters to discuss. So it was time to do yard work. Now, whenever you deal with people, shit get political. Now we have a fence that many years ago when I was young, the people that owned that house next door, they're all deceased now. But the man that lived there took care of anything that had to do with that fence. Any hedges, anything that had to do with that fence, he took care of it. Now all of a sudden, when everything changed, I started getting sent out to that to take care of it. And I was like, why the fuck am I doing these hedges? This was never our responsibility before. How the fuck you get up? But it is what it is. Now I always tell somebody, you gotta be careful because you're taking on a responsibility. If anything go wrong, you're gonna be held accountable. You should find out for sure who's responsible for that. Because anything could go wrong, and they're gonna say you're responsible. If that might not be even part of our property and shit. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've been doing it and doing it. Now it's just like that. Everybody expects me to get it and shit. So now I didn't know how bad it was gonna be because there's been a lot of rain, and it just depends. So what I do, like I said, all I got is I really got two pair, and I the only thank God for that. And one pair broke today, but it was funny. Like I went out there with a pair of boots and shit. Reason why I do that, cause all it takes is one little bug or some shit, whatever it might be, bite you and fuck your shit up. So people, oh why he got that jacket on? Cause I'm smart enough to realize all it takes is one little bug. I know people got people sleeping in their bedroom get a spider bite and shit, fuck your shit up. So I make sure I put a lot of shit on so they can't really it's gonna be harder for them to bite me and shit. So that's why I do it. And so all I do with them scissors, I just cut everything that's high. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no shaping. See, I suck at landscaping. I probably could cut some grass with a basic lawnmower or whatever, but all that hedges and trimming hedges and all that evening shit out, I suck at that shit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like when you a young dude, you got all that time in the world to do shit like that. As you get older, um, you ain't really got all the energy or that time to be doing all that hedge cutting shit and shaping shit and all that shit. And even the people, we got other people that sometimes they get paid to do it. Like, but they older men too. So they're gonna come and they're gonna do so much, but they got like it's a business. So they got a whole bunch of clients. So they're not gonna stay in your yard but for so long. So the main thing is if it's cut down and it's pretty, you know what I'm saying? You just do the best you can. You just say trim it. But when a person look, they can tell it's pretty even. But it ain't gonna be like, wow, you ain't gonna be out there all day even that shit like no professional shit. But like I said, the bad thing is within 2 or 3 days that shit gonna start growing again anyway. And plus it's summertime. So I always tell y'all that whenever you try to make a move, the devil gonna make a move too. And this ain't the first time this happened, but always happened. So now some other dude, he gonna pull up, he all in front of our house, but here come the bullshit. But I'm saying I gotta get this done because every time I try to get it done, it's raining. I got shit I gotta do tomorrow. I work this weekend. I work on Saturday. So I'm not out here for no playing. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. And I feel like this. Like y'all just gotta understand what I'm saying. It's just too convenient. You know what I'm saying? First he pull up in front of our house. Okay, you cutting the grass next door. Why ain't you pull up in front of their house? So I'm already like, who this nigga? Then shit, like I said, now I got shit to do, and I gotta be in their yard cutting too. Cause like I said, it's a fence, it's a hedge, it's on both sides, our side and their side. So now he gotta do landscaping. So I'm just like, oh yeah, isn't that convenient? The same day I gotta be out here, this nigga gotta be out here when he do his shit yesterday or Sunday or Saturday. So I just know it's some bullshit. I just know how shit goes. So I already knew I wasn't saying shit to the nigga. It'd be funny because motherfuckers be thinking like I'ma speak. Like I'm an old school nigga. Like fuck you. That's how I speak. Like fuck you. My body language say fuck you. My mannerisms say fuck you. And the reason being because like I said, I'm a real nigga. Like we not with the stupid shit. And if niggas was listening when I be talking, you would find out that almost everywhere you go is some bullshit. I just started off. That's why I started off tonight. This video. What bullshit? Like just anything to fuck with. Some racial. Well, we gonna fuck with all of them. We gonna cut their hours down. We gonna do our best to get rid of these two niggas. And we gonna take his friends. We gonna take his friends from him and shit. So you see this shit all the fucking time, and it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't stop. Like, motherfucker, why is it so much every move a motherfucker make, y'all gotta start with this dumbass shit all the fucking time? You start getting mad. But the more mad you get, the more fearless you become. And that's how I'm trying to tell you, when you read the book of Job, that's what the fuck happened. They pushed that motherfucker he basically almost said, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. Fuck all you 3 or 4 motherfuckers, stupid ass niggas. Fuck you, fuck all y'all niggas talking shit about me when I helped out every last one of you. He was like, fuck everybody and shit. But then, that's when it was over. And then he got everything restored and shit. He became bigger. But it took all that disrespect and lies upon lies and false accusations and all this bullshit that a nigga finally said, fuck you. Like I said, I got the homies in the neighborhood when we was little kids. They would find, like, if they found a dog, the dog would be all nice and friendly and shit. They would take their dog into their house or take it downstairs in their basement or whatever. And when you saw that dog again, like 7 days later, that motherfucker will bite the shit out your ass. Meanest motherfucking dog. Like, when you first seen that nigga, he like, he was all friendly and shit. Come here, boy. Oh, look at the stray dog. Oh, he's kissing me. Oh, he likes to hug. Them niggas would take that dog and shit. I don't know what the fuck they did. See that dog 7 days later. Hey, and they will fight the shit out your ass. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. I just got finished telling y'all, if y'all was listening, they don't fuck with you when you like that. Like, when a motherfucker know you try that racial bullshit with me, you try that surveillance shit with me, you gonna have a bad day. And they still be on that stupid shit. But I be like, fuck these motherfuckers, you know, because my agenda's met. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 checks they owe me. The state's supposed to be investigating all that shit. I ain't heard from the motherfucker, but like I said, I hate to say it that way, but look like white boy take care of white boy, because they should have been to had some type of decision on that shit. So I'm gonna make a phone call in about a week or 2, but that's how busy I am. And then other than that silly shit they do, as long as my shit is when it's supposed to be, I ain't really worrying about that silly shit. Because when they get too silly, I'm gonna check them like I always do. Most time I just ignore them because I'm tired of wasting my breath talking to stupid ass motherfuckers. Like, I never see myself as an employee. I'm a businessman. Y'all gotta understand what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a businessman. This is mutually for both of us. And if you do something stupid, I know what to do to make sure that my interests continue to be cared for. It's business. If you think, if you're smart. But if you dumb, you just sit somewhere, oh, I got fired. You don't know that there's options you could take if that happened to you. Where you still get something because you work for them and they owe. That's even biblical. Whether y'all know that or not. Like I told y'all, not too long ago I was in a lawyer's office. And, you know, he was kind of, like, as soon as I walked in, he had some, like, Christian publications. So I was like, good or whatever. So, but he kept it real business. And I know why, because people can be funny. So he kept it real business. Asked me all these personal questions. Was taking all this shit, typing all this shit in the computer and shit. And then once he got all that information, and I think I, which I didn't have to do, because it was just an initial thing. But first I was going to go one way with it. So I dropped like 100. Just gave it up. So once he got that, then he was talking to me more. And then what he did, he showed me a lot of shit from the Bible. And he was like saying, yeah, what you going through right now, that's in the Bible, don't worry. Blah. Then he started telling me biblical shit like that. But then after I came home, I was like, man, I don't know. Because it was a lot of shit going on. So my mind wasn't right. I was like, you know, your mind ain't always going to be right because you're going through all this shit all the fucking time. So I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to go that route. Plus, I didn't want to go that route for different ways and shit. So it took us a while to talk, you know, because they kept trying to contact me or whatever. And it took us a while to talk. Then one of his people called me on the phone, his, like, secretary or something, or his assistant. I was like, nah, there's a situation like that, blah, blah, blah. She said, all right, don't worry about it. She said, don't even worry about it. And then God made another way out for that particular moment. So anyway, I wasn't saying nothing to this dude the whole time. Like, I didn't even look at us. Like, we would make eye contact for whatever, you know, just because you in the same area. But So to make a long story short, that lady next door, she like a drama queen. And so she called herself trying to make some money or something. So she let that house, she signed that house out to Section 8 people. And they came and fucked everything up. Now, on the side of these houses, the side of her house and the side of our house, it's like a middle thing. You can walk through there and there's a fence. But I did the best I could because I really don't want no beef with this lady because she's a pain in the ass. But there was only so much I could do because her side is all fucked up. Because when those other people had her house, they didn't cut no grass, they ain't do shit. So now her shit is fucked up. Like it's so much shit over there. I used to be able to walk on that side and trim the hedges and walk on her side and do shit, but I couldn't go up in there. That shit was fucked up. So I looked at that shit. I went right to the edge of the house and I said, "Fuck it, whatever's over there. If I can't get it from my side, fuck it." And I hope she don't try to throw no fit because that's her fault. You let the people come in, they done fucked up. Now you got all this grass and all this hedges and all this shit that ain't been cared for. Now it's like out of control. I'm not worrying about that shit. It's on your side. I'm not worrying about it. Plus, I don't even think I should be doing these hedges anyway. So that dude was out there, he was just looking or whatever. But I think eventually he tried to get in there with the lawnmower. He couldn't even get in. Then he tried to go around the other side of the house, like that was the front way, the front door. Then he went around to the back doorway, tried to get in. It's still that's how fucked up it was. So I think he had to just sit out there and just do it. I think he did eventually get in there though. But that shit was fucked up. So that was one thing that was done because that's one big thing. But it's other shit I gotta be doing too. Now now the funny thing was the moment I got done, I walked in the crib because like I said, I had on boots and shit. I walked in the crib and then the bottom of the boot fell off. Like soon as I walked in the house and shit. Like the whole time I was outside, it didn't give me no problem. But the moment I walked in the house, the bottom of that boot fell off and shit. And then somebody said to me, "Well, how long you had them boots?" I said, "Since like 2000, I got them boots, I think." And they were like, "Yeah, I guess it's time to get new ones and shit." I said, "Yeah, I guess so." Now, this is where it get good. So, like I said, the a lot of astrologers saying it's gonna be some stuff going on with Leo. It's all about Leo right now. But Terry Nonson did warn that people gonna try to do whatever, which that kind of did happen. Because soon as I came home, I checked my phone and whatever. Somebody left me a message then on some bullshit. Then when I tried to call back, motherfucker think we gonna be on, no, we not gonna be on the phone. I just told you what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then he's still trying to talk. And like I'm saying, listen, first off, y'all ain't supposed to be calling here anyway. Second off, I always call y'all. Y'all already know what's up. Boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's all I can say. So I tell them, I make sure they don't call here. And when he keep talking, cause like once you tell a motherfucker don't call, they're not supposed to keep talking. Like there's ways to handle things. Y'all just gotta know the law. That's all I can tell you. There's ways to handle things. If they feel a certain way, they have a right to do certain things, but they don't have a right to keep calling the crib. Because that is harassment. And once you tell that motherfucker don't call, he can't keep mouthing off. So when the motherfucker keep mouthing off, that's when I just get louder and I just be boom, tell him again, hang up the phone. And like I said, it didn't have to be that way, but he was an asshole from day one. And I could tell. And I had worked all day. I'm tired as a motherfucker. I got high blood pressure. I don't want to be on the phone talking to your stupid ass. Because all the shit you talking about has been covered. Now, you might not like the way it's going down, but that's the way it's going down for now. And then I just jumped off. I handled my business. Then I just went into prayer. And I be online. I'm on all the prayer websites. Because I keep telling you how important prayer is. But now, this is where it gets good. So now, y'all got to remember the ethnic background of my twin flame. So again, perfect timing, because I started off in the front of the house this morning, or whenever I got out there. Went over to the front of their house next door, did all that, came back up, left side. If I'm facing the house, left side. Otherwise, it would be the right side of the house. But if I'm facing, I'm going to say my left side. Went back up my left side of the house, trimming all them hedges up to the little space between these two houses. Went all the way down, did all that. Then I noticed behind this other thing we got, all this other stuff grew. So I had to go over there and start trying to cut that up best I could and shit. Then also on it, a lot of vines were growing and leaves, and these like these vines, and they smart because they know how to change color. Like the sabotage, like the camouflage. Like if they on a rusty fence, they turn to the color of the rust. So you don't even know they vines if you're not really over there. If they're on your railwood set or your deck, they turn to the color of that and shit. But and if they trying to hold on tight, like if they climbing, they start creating shit so that they hold on like Spider-Man, like suction, like you can't pull that shit off. Take a long time. So all that shit was I was fucking around with that. That's when I really was starting to get tired. Plus, I hate when you think you're almost done and you start seeing all this other shit. So then I had to work all the way back up to the house, like making a U, like a U or a horseshoe. I had to go back to the front of the house on the other side now. But now that's when it happened. Now, y'all gotta remember my Twin Flames ethnic background. And I just dropped a video out here on this channel to show you how communications go down. I've shown you all a bunch of videos. How, especially with a female, because they got unbelievable supernatural power. Even in the animal world, if a female is ready to have sex, like this time of year, all she got to do is like lift out a smell. And some females just lift their ass up, the females' animals, and doing that shit. All of a sudden, they start drawing other animals their way, and that's how they know she ready and she ready to mate and shit. So that shit go on with humans too. We don't like to admit it though, because we want everybody to think we're more intelligent and all that. But basically, if you study humans, they act a lot like animals. And a lot of shit they do. So I won't tell you which house she's from, but if you listen to me, you pretty much might be able to figure that out. But so when I was in the front of the house, this female was coming up with somebody else, and I could tell she was like looking over at me, trying to Before I explain that more, I just explain this to y'all. This is something else I've talked about. Now, for some strange reason, like I said, first we had the ugly guy that always wanted to be out in front of my house, all time. No matter what time you go outside, he's just standing out there. Now I don't know if he's on vacation. I'm hoping he left the neighborhood and never come back. That's what I'm hoping. But otherwise, he's on vacation, probably gonna show up again with the same stupid junk we already done been through. But my question, why all these people end up in front of my crib? It's 400 houses out here. So now, when I get up to go to the food store early in the morning, to the supermarket, like I said, I pull up coming home, and there'd be at least 3 different people walking their dogs. But why they all in front of my house? Like it's 400 houses out here. Some of these people don't even live in this neighborhood. Some of these people live way over what I still call a new neighborhood. So why, if you live way over in a new neighborhood, why are you walking way over here to be right in front of my house the moment I'm pulling up? And it'd be like more than one person. It'd be like 3 people just walking their dog. But how they end up in it? So that's why I say this is just strange ass shit on this planet. And this is what Nanania talks about too on her TI videos. So it was one female that used to always be out there, but she used to get on my last nerves. So cause Now it get early, it get bright earlier in the daytime, but before it didn't even start getting bright till around, you know, maybe 6:30 or something. Because when I used to go out before, even if it was close to 6 o'clock, it would still be pretty much pitch black outside. But that chick would be out there walking that dog. Like, yo, it's nobody can see you. Like, do you walk with a flashlight? Like, what the fuck are you doing? So if you come down the street and you can ready to turn on the street, she be like right there with the like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Where's the flashlight? Why don't you go walk that dog in that parking lot over there? Walk it somewhere safe. Why are you out here in the pitch black with some fucking dog? So that's why I said so. I was just getting sick of all these motherfuckers because why are you here? Plus, like one dude, you live way over there. You live closer to the new house section. Why are you walking the dog way over here and shit? Oh, they can walk wherever they want. Yeah, but y'all missing my point. I didn't say they could walk the way they want. Well, I'm asking one simple question. Nobody ever answered my fucking questions. That's how I know. Like I said, just like I'm saying, you got relatives, they always want to say some slick shit. But then when you say, well, let's sit down and talk about it, then they don't. Nobody sit down and talk about it. Or you ask that question, nobody answer the fucking question. But they just want to try to make it seem like somehow you wrong. No, nigga, I'm not playing this silly ass game no more. I done peeped it. I know what it is, and I'm not playing it no more. I'm gonna call it exactly what the fuck it is. Bullshit. So like I said, so I keep seeing this chick, right? And I'm getting mad. Like I'm tired of seeing ass. There's no reason for you to be out here. No reason for you to be right in front of my house at 6:15, 6:30 in the morning. It's some bullshit. The fuck you? Like I said, I know what they want. That's some Bathsheba David shit. Exactly what it is. So that's why I said when I see these motherfuckers, I stop talking. Because I understand why they there. They trying to make some type of connection, some type of contact, one way or another. Like I said, nigga, I came out here to do yard work. I don't know why you out here the same day I am, but nigga, do you and I do me. That's what I mean about old school niggas. That they always been that way. Old school nigga, he know. He be like, fuck you. Like from day one, I don't know you, my nigga. You know, whatever. If it's meant for us to know each other, we will. If it ain't meant for us to know each other, we don't need to know each other, and fuck you. Like, damn, that motherfucker just said fuck me. That's right, that's some real nigga shit. He don't know you. Kind of strange, you just popping up at the same time he popping up. Like I said, if I was a gangster, I'd have to wonder, who the fuck is this nigga? Why is he in front of my house? Why is he just popping up right now? But ain't a gangster, it's just spiritual warfare. Who are these motherfuckers and why they all in front of my house? So that's why I had to stop encouraging her. Now, I don't know when the last time I went to the store or something. I think the last time I went, I ain't see her or whatever. Because now she knows. Because like I said, I already had one female do that. One time I made a mistake and spoke to her. And from then on, this is on everything. She literally will walk that dog past my house all fucking day. Waiting for me to come back outside. Like I used to say, how many times can you walk a dog? She would literally walk that freaking dog all fucking day. Almost till it got dark. Then she might do it a couple more times right before it got dark. And I wouldn't see her. And then the next day she would do the same shit. Because she's hoping I come back outside that fucking house. And if you think, oh, well, you're ego. No, I'm not egotistic. I just told you the truth. I'm sorry you can't accept it. That's why I said, instead of talking shit, because any idiot can talk shit. Facts. Go listen to Nanani and T.I. videos. She's saying the same shit I'm saying. Nanani says she went in 4 or 5 different stores. And it looked like the same lady that was like a customer service person or a clerk. And the other stores was in them stores too. And that's some weird shit. But you're on a weird ass planet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's why I learned you can't say hi, you can't be nice, because these motherfuckers gonna keep coming. That's why she seen me. I gave that chick a look like, the fuck you doing out here? I really did. I looked at her like, who the fuck you doing? I remember one time I had to do some shit. I worked all night long. Once I did work, I'm tired. Like I said, I got pressure and shit. I'm tired. It was 12 a.m. It was some shit I was supposed to take care of around 12 a.m. My business. I come outside to take care of this shit, and then somebody come walking up the street with some two big ass dogs and shit. I ain't never see this motherfucker before. Didn't even know them dogs was in this neighborhood. And I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing out here now? Moment I gotta make a move. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at him too, like, what the fuck are you doing out here and shit? And he ain't say shit. Like, that nigga ain't want no work. He ain't say shit. The dogs ain't bark. They probably said, that motherfucker look like he want some work and shit. I was just mad. No, y'all gotta understand, my neighborhood quiet as fuck. Like, even right now, it's broad daylight. I could go out my neighborhood. Ain't nobody out there. I could throw a pin on the fucking street, and that shit would, like, resonate throughout the fucking neighborhood. This is a quiet-ass neighborhood. Very rarely does this motherfucker get loud. Until you gotta make a move or something. Everybody outside and shit. Everybody looking at you and shit. Like, what the fuck y'all worrying about me for? Get the fuck up out of here. So now I had to lay the foundation. So anyway, so now this chick, she's the same ethnic background as my twin. So now she's walking and she kind of looking at me and kind of got like a smile on her face because it's like a beautiful day and it's all sunny or whatever. So I think she's thinking I'm gonna say hi, how are you? I like man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because first off, I keep it 100. Now it was either her. See, them people just moved in. They've been working on that house forever, but they just moved in. And from the moment they moved in, they came in with an arrogant ass attitude. Let me give you a couple examples. Now I pull up one night doing my thing. I'm coming home. Now they sit. Now her. I'm not saying it was her, but it's a dude and a female sitting in the car. And then when I pull up, right now I'm in my car because I just pulled up. Now all of a sudden they're gonna jump out their car. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, nigga, you've been sitting in the car, I guess, for a while. Why you gonna jump out as soon as I pull up? So then they're gonna jump out and then they're gonna keep locking their car door. Like, nigga, what the fuck? How many times can you lock your fucking car door? Like, it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones sitting in the car. Why ain't y'all going in the house then? If soon as I pull up now, you're gonna jump out the car and run in the house and shit. Then you gonna keep locking your car door and shit. Like, y'all stupid ass motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. So then another day, it was broad daylight. That particular time it was nighttime. But it was broad daylight. And like I said, they be working. But ever since they came, they be doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? They be going out of their way. Like, oh, you know, this is a black neighborhood and we gotta be careful. Well, why the fuck you move in it then? If that's how you feel, why the fuck did you move here? That's how they be acting, like they better than you and like some shit. Like, motherfucker, y'all just got here. But as soon as they got here, every complaint they made, the township kissed their ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in this neighborhood been here 40 or more years. Only got one street light. These motherfuckers complained and got 2 street lights in front of their house. And their house stay lit. Like daylight. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's never time, it's no darkness around their house. But they got a whole bunch of special privileges that ain't never happened before to anybody else in this neighborhood. And this is a relatively big ass neighborhood. Nobody else in this motherfucker got the kind of special privileges they got. But that's why I said it's great to be a non-black in America. So they be out there in their yard and they keep looking at you. Like, if you go out in your yard, they keep staring at you and shit. And then they keep locking their car door. So no, we ain't cool. Like, I'm not cool with that shit. And then, like I said, then one day, after they did all that stupid shit, I was out there working on my car, working on my yard and something. And I forget what happened. I was in my car, so I was going to pull off or something. But it was just it was really the dude kept looking at me, and then the female said something. Then they kept looking at me, and I almost rolled my car down there, like, yeah, because I'm crazy like that. I almost rolled my car down and I said, man, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting these people pull me back into how I used to be. Because I was about to roll up like, whoa, is it a problem and shit? What motherfuckers keep looking at me for? So that's why when she was out there walking and dating, looking at me trying to smile, I was like, nah, fuck that. Y'all them same motherfuckers that keep talking that stupid shit, that racial shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing to you. Mind my business. I ain't got nothing to say to you and shit. So then, like I said, other shit I could say, but a lot of shit, if you ain't there and don't see it, you ain't gonna believe it anyway. But anyway, I already been studying her game. Like she got game. That's all I can tell you. Now, how did she got game? Well, just how she was standing. The way she was standing, when I seen her today, she was making sure she had on some tight ass shit and all that shit. She made sure she stood so I seen everything. So that's game right there. But even if you don't believe that, where they live at, I'm going to try to make this perfectly clear. When they came in, like a lot of these people, as soon as they come in, the first thing they do is build big-ass fences. So they built all these big-ass fences, and like I said, they talked to the township. Now they got 2 street lights to stay on all of, you know what I'm saying? So their house is nice and bright. And even though their house was nice and bright, they still leave on that porch light. Now, why the fuck would you leave on your porch light when ain't no darkness around your house? So they just paranoid motherfuckers. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, they do all this, build this big ass fence and all this shit as they say, fuck y'all, we know we in a black neighborhood, we don't trust y'all, we don't feel safe. All this shit. So then why you be doing all this tight ass shit and then you be hanging out on the corner and shit? You know what I'm saying? I peeped that shit as soon as I seen her do it. I said, man, I already knew what, like nigga, a real nigga know. Like if you really hate niggas and shit, why don't you just go in? You got a nice backyard. Y'all might got a pool back there. I don't know. Y'all got that big ass fence. Y'all got all this shit inside. Probably AC. Y'all probably got the latest video games. You probably got anything in that house you want. So why you be outside hanging out in the corner and shit? Who are you trying to And people do be going up to her talking to her like dudes and shit, cause she be hanging out there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I already peeped the game. But what y'all don't understand is, the moment something happened or her man find out, she gonna play the victim card. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just tell y'all a quick. I used to go to school up north back in the day. So it was this dude that used to be in a car with us going to school. So what he did, he met this female, and he was having sex with her and everything. But earlier today, I told y'all about a dude that abused his power. Well, this female, she had a boyfriend or something in the same capacity for a different township. So when he found out that his girl was fucking this black dude, this is what he told her. He told her, you're going to do exactly what I tell you to. And this is what he did. She called him, that dude, to say, come over. And when he was coming over, all the motherfuckers was waiting. All the boys in blue. And they was like, freeze and shit. He ain't do nothing. He ain't even know what was up. But he knew he was being set up and shit. So they was like, freeze and shit. So he ran. Because he had been over there before. He was having sex with her. So he thought he was going to get some more sex. He didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So they was waiting for him. He said, freeze and shit. So then he tried to run. And when he was running, he tried to climb up over this fence. And they shot him down. Shot that nigga in the back. That's cold-blooded murder. Because they ain't really do nothing. Even when they wrote what happened in the newspaper, this shit was fishy. But we knew the nigga because he went to school with us. He wasn't my boy. He was with somebody's friend in the car with us. Because you just be carpooling, being a bunch of people. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And see her, I'm just saying mark my word. Because see, that can happen again right here. Up the street. Because I watch her. And I'm saying to myself, I'm not sure if it was her or another female, but I'm saying to myself, the day I was in my car, you was talking shit to them dudes about me. And I was about to go down there. I was mad at them off. I was sitting there, what the fuck y'all looking? Because some shit had already happened with them. They think they better than everybody. How the fuck you gonna move here and you already got all these special privileges? You ain't even been here for a good 2-3 months. And the township already kissing your ass. But yeah, this motherfucker's been here forever. And yeah, you don't do shit for him. So like I said, mark my words, if I ever come out here and tell y'all, yeah, some dude up the street got shot because she said some shit. But I'm telling you, I already peeped the game. And I see how she was trying to look at me, and I see how she was, everything she did. Body language, everything. But the funny thing was, that was the first one. Now we still talking about that twin flame shit. So then, while I was out there, like I said, cutting hedges, or trimming, whatever you want to call it, another vehicle came by that looks like the vehicle that be in the female that lives up the street. And she's also the same ethnic background of my twin flame. So a vehicle that came that looked exactly like her vehicle that's be up the street. So I thought that was them. So I looked at the vehicle because I thought she'd be in there. You know what I'm saying? But it was somebody else. But the same thing. So that vehicle had 2 people. And one of the passengers was a female. And she did the same thing. She kind of put on a show for her brother. Shit like that. So that was like, but all this was going on from the moment That other female, that's the same ethnic background. I'm my twin. All this is twin flame messenger, like I keep trying to show y'all out here. So then that happened. So then, let me just give you the third one. Now the third one is just a chick. That's all I can tell y'all. She's just a chick to come through. But I used to think, see the soulmate that live up the street, she used to be hanging out around my house and shit. Cause like I said, where my house is a stop and everything. And there'll always be people over there. But she used to be hanging out in that area and shit. So then when she stopped hanging out in that area, it was another female that started coming, hanging out in that area. So with her, it was just a lot of just shit. But I don't see her all the time. And it was kind of funny how the world worked. Because see, the hedges just got cut. So what I did when I went to the door to look out to see how good the hedges look, then that other chick was coming up the street. And I almost didn't recognize her either, because most of these chicks I ain't seen in a minute. But it was kind of funny when she came up because she looked differently. She looked a lot different and shit. But she still remembered like me and shit. So it was kind of funny. So she was trying to act like, act nonchalant. But she kept looking over there because she remembered. And I thought that shit was funny. So with all three of them females, it was basically the same message that the astrologist was giving about Leo and shit like that. But it's not over yet. Well, I was out there the whole time, and I wanted to see one thing, because one thing is a confirmation of better things coming. It's a certain bird that I always talk about, not the bluebird. The bluebird is just about health, but there's another bird that's all about just great things getting ready to come your way. And I was hoping to see that bird, and I ain't see it. And all of a sudden, it came. Almost at the end of the day, the end of my work, and get ready to go inside the house and everything. And that bird came. And it was singing and shit. And it came, and it just stayed out there, too. And even when I was walking, it actually like flew past me. And then where I was standing, it landed like further up and shit. So I was like, thank you, Lord. Because that's definitely a good, But not only that, like the last 2 nights, the moon and Jupiter been going off. The moon and Jupiter been going off. So that could be good information too. So to conclude this video, so what I'm trying to tell y'all is I'm just doing me. But I kind of learned, for me, I can't speak for other people, but I kind of learned the secrets are know where you at, know what's really going on, and you got to have inner confidence within yourself, but you also have to be aware of what you're dealing with. And I hate to say this because this is the part a lot of people ain't gonna like, but in almost every move you make, you got to keep it business. And even like if you study the book of Job, Job had to learn that it's not about running all over helping everybody and all that, because all them people sold Job out, and that's how he got himself in trouble. He was running around trying to help all these people, but God wanted those people to go through trials, because it's trials that make them call out to God. But Job was trying to help everybody. And that's like taking God's position, taking God's glory. And that's why God was so mad at Job. So you got to understand what's going on. You got to move in that pace. And also, most importantly, when all this fake ass bullshit come your way, false accusations, crazy ass shit, you got to know how to deal with that. So you don't end up fucking your shit up because of some bullshit associated with somebody else. And if you do things like that, you should always have some type of positivity going on in your life. And like, if you're going to choose somebody, y'all can do whatever y'all want. But if you're going to choose somebody that's giving something back. Because like I listened to another astrologer. She said right now this Leo, he don't want to be bothered. She said he be saying, I could do bad by myself. And I started laughing because that's exactly what I was saying and shit. I said, yep, she hit that right. She hit that nail on the head. But it's not what people think. People just be on some dumb shit. That's why I'm trying to tell you. People move a certain way. Like a dude like me, we don't been here long enough to tell you what this shit is. And that's why people get mad at us, because we can tell them ahead of time. And they get mad because they want to go and they want to experience it. But you be like, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. So they get mad at you. But then when they go and exactly what you said happens, they going to get mad anyway. Or if they go and they get their feelings hurt, or they lose a lot of money, or because they ain't listening to you, they still going to be pissed off. But like I said, that's why I can't really fuck with fools like that, because people like that, they just silly. So to reiterate, like I said, I had business to go outside, cut all that shit, and this dude shows up, so he's in my way a lot of the time and shit. I ain't never say shit to that nigga. I ain't say shit to that nigga. My whole attitude was like, fuck you. Like, you in my way and shit. Fuck you. And I kept it moving. And then as far as all these other females, they just messages. Because like I said, it's always been that way. Like, if my life's about to get better, a lot of times you'll see that too. Like, females will like go out of their way to notice you or do something. Do something to make you turn your head or something. But that's all in harmony with these readers, these YouTube card readers and astrologers. They all, saying for right now it's a certain time for Leos and shit. So when you see shit like that, enjoy it, because it might not last that long. But that will conclude this video. I'm out. Alright, now, y'all may have heard that they want Danny DeVito at age 74 to play Wolverine. Woo! Now you're like, wow, that's amazing. But what's more amazing is Danny DeVito used to live right up the street. Well, he used to own a store right up the street. I'm not lying. Mike B had his store. The great Mike B that I always talk about, I used to hang out with, same age as me. And then you go up that street about a mile or so. I think it's the same street. And Danny DeVito had his store. It's either on the same street. No, one street over. But they both were corner stores. And Danny DeVito used to own the other street. This is in the hood. Like, Danny's store was even deeper in the hood than Mike B's store. And what y'all should be looking at is this. Let me see, because I just forgot. But if I do it this way, it's going to take away from because I just know how people think. So who knows? I might not do it that way. But I'm just trying to show you something real quick. I want to give you a little bit of history. Now, so you will, when you see this around, you will be seeing a lot of things that say Amazing Spider-Man. Now, what's going on with Amazing Spider-Man? See, Gwen Stacy got killed in issue 121, 122. I just showed you that. But it was almost like Gwen Stacy was a sacrifice. That was Peter Parker's twin flame. There she goes right there, the Green Goblin, and she's dead. That's issue 122, I guess, of Spider-Man, but she actually got killed in issue 121. It's kind of funny how they're not showing you issue 121. That's where she got killed. What I'm trying to show y'all, though, but with the death of Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, got better because they came up with so many new characters. Like, look, do you see Luke Cage, Power Man, the black guy? He premiered in issue 123. The very next issue after Gwen Stacy got killed in 121, the person who killed her is a Green Goblin right there in 122, but Green Goblin got killed in 122. So they were both like a sacrifice that led to these great new heroes, villains. Like, this, to me, this was the most exciting time of Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was always amazing and always spectacular and always exciting. But it was after the brutal murder of Gwen Stacy and the same like brutal death of the Green Goblin. Like they were both sacrificing. And all of a sudden, there you see the Punisher. So if it wasn't for the death of Gwen Stacy, one of the best rappers of all time, Big Pun, may have had a different name. And these are just a few. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Danny DeVito, if you notice the Wolf Man. But if you look at the Man Wolf or the Wolf Man, if you look at the Man Wolf or the Wolf Man, it looks a lot like Wolverine, because that's where they got the idea from. That was issue 1, looks like what, 120 maybe, I don't know. Maybe issue 124 of Amazing. But this is right after Gwen Stacy has been murdered and Green Goblin is killed. And what's interesting about the Man Wolf is Peter Parker or Spider-Man had to save the guy that hates his guts, Mr. Jameson, the Daily Bugle. And the Daily Bugle is the trumpet or Gabriel. So he had to save this guy that hated him. And you know Mr. Jameson wanted to save Spider-Man. He hated Spider-Man. And he treated Peter Parker like garbage, his employee. So all this stuff started happening right after Gwen Stacy's killed. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is sometimes you have to dead certain things. I've been listening to a lot of readers on YouTube, and that's what they're saying. A lot of people are willing to go with their soulmate because they don't want to deal with their twin flame no more. Not at the moment. It's just been too much bullshit, you know. And, you know, it's coming through clear. Because a lot of people say, oh, I'm so sorry, or I hurt you, or da. But they get back in and do the same shit again. That's why I said, this female waving at me, I don't know when y'all going to hear this. I was going to put this first, but I might put what y'all hear in second. Hey, it's a personal. See, that's Gwen Stacy's father right there. That guy with the white hair. And there goes Harry Osborn with his father, Norman Osborn. Blast of the past. Gwen Stacy, Captain Stacy was killed by Doc Octopus. It was sweet. How he got killed, he has those tentacle arms, and he was chasing Spider-Man through the venting system of this building. So he was putting his arms through the venting system, and Spider-Man was running through the system and shit. And so his arms was going all crazy trying to catch Spider-Man, and one of those arms hit Gwen Stacy's father, who was a police captain, and killed him. That shit was cool. I mean, it was sad to see him go, but the way they killed him was sweet. One thing about Marvel, they wasn't scared to kill people, though. But mostly people were scared to kill their stars and shit. But not Stan Lee. Stan Lee was killing all them people. And then Dr. Octopus tried to marry Peter Parker's aunt May. And if you were watching Tony Stark, he tried to get with her too. And that's when Peter Parker told him, you know, don't tell my mother, don't tell my aunt who I am and shit. So yeah, this is definitely the greatest hero of all time. But that's my point. Like, sometimes things have to die so that new things can either revive or just new shit. See, there go Wolverine right there. I don't know what that says, Spider-Man Wolverine. But the truth of the matter is, Man Wolf was Wolverine. That's where they got the whole idea. That's why if you look at him, almost the same looking dude. Alright, so like I said, I don't want to make this the intro. It may have to be. I don't know what's going to happen. But I really don't want to make it the intro because of people see the comics and miss the point. Because I really want to show y'all that lion. Because that's what this was about. Lion love, the heart of a lion. And you got to stop being afraid of anybody. Because see, the book of Job, y'all got to be honest. Who was the bad guy? Like, don't see, this is the stupidity of people. Y'all don't want to say the truth. But that book was written for a reason. Because right away you'll say, oh, Satan. Satan was the bad guy. But who set it all up? But you never want to say that, oh no, that he was just proving and Job could be faithful. But then why don't you go through the same test and let somebody kill everybody around you and take everything from you? So that's what I mean. Everything happens for a reason. And basically what you're trying to do is find out what the hell is going on and why am I here. And basically what I'm trying to tell anybody who's listening, if that is anybody, the moment you realize what I talked about in this video, the moment you will have that realization, will you become one with the universe. Once you become one with the universe, the sky is your limit.